Welcome to the grand finals of the Meta Weekly. Meta Weekly 120 weeks in a row. Make sure you click join on YouTube so you could join the largest, most active Duel Links Discord for events, discussion, help, free events, Meta Weekly events, thousands of dollars of events. Hop in. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Make sure the voice lines are on. As Shizu versus Shizu, it is optimal to play No Mortal Can Resist, where if your life is 1,000 less than your opponent, you could turn the entire opponent's graveyard of monsters into Skull Servants. We have the main Dark Magician card, Dark Magical Circle. Looking at the top 3 cards of your deck, adding a Dark Magician card among those 3 to the hand, grabs a Navigation. Navigation and Circle are the 2 best cards of the deck. Navigation will summon a Dark Magician from your hand and a Dark Spellcaster from the deck and negate back row cards, while Circle, with a summoned Dark Magician, will banish any card on the field. So if you set up going first with a Circle and a Navigation and you have a Dark Magician in the hand, you have nearly already won the entire duel, unless the other player potentially has something to disrupt it. Activate a Dark Magical Circle of his own, which he used Rod to search for. Grabbing a Dark Magician among the top 3 cards, then putting them back in any order. It's not, having spectators itself is not that much of an issue, but, you know, we do want to deal with that. Poke a Shizu with your Rod. The Rod successfully goes through. Drizzles does not flip up Navigation. Does not have a Dark Magician in the hand, did not open up ideally. It's Zero's birthday today. Zero, happy birthday. Thank you for spending it with everyone here. Loving it.
My trap activates.
He had Navigation, but he didn't have a Dark Magician. Then he drew into a Dark Magician. Navigate versus Navigate.
My trap activates.
Now, I don't want to give up what happens here, but the circles are going to be doing something funky. The circles are going to be doing something funky. They are triggering at the same time, but by being a turn-based game, you can't have 2 effects happen at the exact same time.
What shall I play?
One has to activate over the other. Let's see what happens. Summoning double Dark Magician. This is on Drizzle's turn. Main phase Drizzle's turn. To match his double Dark Magician, he's going to summon a Dark Magician of his own and any Dark Spellcaster from the deck. What's it going to be?
I special summon a monster. I activate a container.
Double Dark Magician versus double Dark Magician. Drizzle's Dark Magical Circle is activating right now. Drizzles. What's going... It was me? Wait, I got kicked out of the duel room? What happened? What just happened? Was that me? Okay. I guess the game got bugged. Circle, add a Navigation. Let's just play it out. Let's go back to it. I can confirm he does not have a Dark Magician in his hand. Game 1 was fine. Drizzles, don't worry. It bugged out during me spectating, but I'm not going to give a game loss to Psycho P or to you. All is well. You're not going to replay game 1. Whoever wins this, wins it. We got Circle and a Rod. Rod swinging. Drizzles does not have a Navigation with his Dark Magician in the hand, which is ideal if you go first. Rips into a Dark Magician, so now he could activate Navigation. Navigation chain to the Navigation. Now the turn player Circle is going to activate first, but resolve last, which is not good. You want to be the non-turn player because Circle can negate Circle. So whatever Drizzles targets with his Circle, Psycho P can negate the Circle. That's what I didn't want to say in that moment, which apparently was bugged on my end.
I special summon a monster.
Double Dark Magician. Activate the Circle, target the back row card just as Psycho P expected. He's going to activate his own Circle, targeting the Circle. Negate the Circle, keep your own Circle. Follows up with another Circle. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add a Dark Magician card among those 3. Grabs a Dark Magic Expanded.
my monster.
900 over the rod.
Here I go. I shall
Dark Magician into Dark Magician. Activates Dark Magic Expanded. What does this card do? Let's slow this down. Dark Magic Expanded says apply these effects in sequence based on the number of Dark Magician and or Dark Magician girls on the field and in the graves. It goes up to 3. There are 4 Dark Magicians, so effect number 1, you're going to gain a plus 1,000 attack but boost. Effect number 2, your opponent cannot chain to your card effect, so they can't use navigation to negate. Effect number 3, Dark spellcaster monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's card effects until the end of the turn. Boost it. Legacy Clash. Reduce the Dark Magician to 0 attack. Lethal. No way. Whoa.
You defeated me. I did not foresee this in my visions. Destiny is served.
Good job, Drizzles. Switched over to Yugi. No longer playing in a Shizu, you could swap your character in between duels. It counts as one of your side deck slots.
Duel.
Did not want to play No Mortal Can Resist because it's not that good in the mirror match.
Very well.
What is little Yugi using instead of No Mortal Can Resist?
My monster's effect activates.
Turn 1 Magician's Rod, grab a Magician Navigation. It's worth noting if little Yugi summons a Dark Magician, it's going to trigger the cutscene.
Play spell.
Illusion Magic, tributing a spellcaster you control to summon, I should say add up to 2 Dark Magicians from the deck or grave to the hand. Now what he needs is a circle and a navigation with this. Sealed Tombs used to be the skill of choice for when you go second.
Set a card on the
But Sealed Tombs has been nerfed.
card on the field.
No circle from Drizzles. I'm confident he has a navigation. If he were to be activating his illusion magic, that's what that would mean. You don't have a circle, but I got a circle. Look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Add a Dark Magician card among those 3 to the hand. Yes, he can play another character. Counts as a side deck slot. So he had to choose a 6 side deck card or side deck into a character / new skill.
Now,
Adds a navigation, but that navigation is going to be no good because Drizzles is activating his own navigation.
I special
His navigation is going to summon a Dark Magician and a Dark Spellcaster from the deck. And now, with a navigation in the grave, he could banish it from the grave with Dark Magician on the field to negate Psycho P's navigation. Psycho P needs double navigation or he's in trouble.
I set a card on the field.
This is it.
It's my battle.
This is it.
Proceed.
Dark Magic Attack.
I can't let that happen.
Is that the other one? Does he have 2?
My trap.
Navigate.
My trap activates.
Negate the navigation. You have to have another. Come on, chain it. Chain. Something's chainable. Something.
Just what
Yes. Yes.
activates.
Dark Illusion from the hand after the resolution of his own navigation. He gets to summon a Dark Illusion, which on the field is a Dark Magician, which will trigger the circle to banish a card on the field. Get banish in, banish the top right. 2,500 defense, he will survive this attack. Takes out a navigation, which is not activatable unless you have 2 spots open on your field. Nope, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Used up his navigation to negate a navigation, but now Psycho P can use his navigation to negate a back row card. Psycho P, I would say, is in the winning position.
I reveal my face down card.
And he did have another navigation. He chose to just not use it. Wow. You didn't want double navigation in the grave? That's interesting.
Magician.
Dark Magician. Only one of his navigations in the grave will negate one of those back row cards. But he does get to banish now. That's pretty good. A good benefit. This will trigger the circle to banish a card. Now, what should he banish? Banish the monster, banish the back row? What do you think? What you thinking? Targets the back row and no, he's targeting the Dark Magician actually. Then he's going to flip up Legacy Clash to protect the Dark Magician from being banished. Is he going to negate the reduction of the Legacy Clash, which is going to permanently reduce the Dark Magician to 0 attack? Even if he negates the reduction, that Dark Magician is still safe and comes back in the end phase. Doesn't negate. Whatever that other back row card is, he will be able to negate it as long as it is outside of the damage step. Tie That Binds boosts up the field by plus 300 until the end phase.
I set a card face down. Let's battle.
Let's go.
Dark Magician attack. Dark Magic attack.
Dark Magic attack onto the opposing Dark Magician. Thanks to Tie That Binds, he is bigger, but no longer is he bigger. Dark Magic expanded in the damage step, so he could not negate it with the navigation, boosting up the Dark Magician up to 3,500, successfully taking out the Dark Magician. If you make plays in the damage step, they can't negate. Perfect for the mirror match is Legacy Clash and cards like Dark Magic Expanded. A well-built deck Drizzles has for the mirror match. Those two cards are why he's won. It's why he won game one. Illusion Magic is going to tribute the Dark Magician to add up to 2 Dark Magicians from the grave or deck to the hand. This will trigger the illusion. The Dark Illusion, after activating a spell or trap, will summon a Dark Magician from the grave, which will trigger the Dark Magical Circle. Dark Magical Circle. Banish a card on the field. Great plays from both players. Successfully taking out the Dark Magician.
Allow me to proceed.
Drizzles is going to continue with his attack, taking out the Dark Illusion.
You shouldn't get your hopes up yet.
Now, thanks to Tie That Binds, Psycho P doesn't have to suicide his Dark Magician into the other. He will be bigger.
Here goes. It's my turn. I draw.
Psycho P, can you take this to game number 3? You have the card advantage. Magician's Rod. Search your deck for any Dark Magician spell or trap, grabbing a Magician Navigation.
I set a card face down.
Likely setting it. Tie That Binds boosts up the field by plus 200 until the end phase. We got the Dark Magician art versus the alternative art. 2,700 attack over the Dark Magician. No surprise, Dark Magical Expanded in the back row. Pokes in directly with the rod, dealing 1,800, leaving Drizzles limping at 2,000 life. He can now activate the effect of No Mortal Can Resist, or no, he still can't. You have to be 1,000 lower than your opponent. He's only 900 less. Rips into a circle. Circle, look at the top 3 cards of the deck, unless Psycho P negates it. Ooh, he's got double navigation. Does not negate, adds a Dark Magic Expanded to the hand. Dark Magic Expanded, boosting up your own monster by plus 1,000. Activates Dark Magic Expanded.
Just what I was waiting for.
Negates with navigation.
Here's my face down.
Stupid chat.
Trap activates.
Now's my chance.
Double navigation. Negate. Oh my Jesus. If the Dark Magic Expanded were to have resolve, then he would not have been able to use the navigation to negate the navigation. Because with at least 2 Dark Magicians on the field and or in the grave, your opponent could not respond to your spell or trap card effects.
I suck back. I'm steps away from victory.
Dark Magic Attack. Lethal. Psycho P taking game Number 2. Little Yugi versus Ishizu.
I set a card face down. I set a card face down. I end my turn.
My turn.
Double set from Psycho Pete. No Dark Magical Circle opener, nor a Magician's Rod. This is definitely not optimal.
I activate a continuous.
Drizzles opening better than Psycho P.
Who's waiting for?
Cosmic Cyclone, negate the circle. Do not look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Do not add anything. Very good. You can only activate 1 circle per turn, by the way. So once he stops it, he's got to wait a whole nother turn to activate the other circle if he has one.
Very well. I summon a monster in.
And he not only had circle, had a rod also. Rod is going to search for a Dark Magician spell or trap, grabbing an illusion magic. Illusion Magic, quick play spell, could tribute your spellcaster to search your deck for up to 2 Dark Magicians, going to go in directly for 1,600.
Directly.
Will Psycho P flip up his back row card? No, he will not. 1,400 life. If he had a navigation, I would think that he would have used it.
Play spell.
After the successful attack, going to grab up to 2 Dark Magicians by tributing the rod.
That ends my turn.
I have to turn this duel around soon. It's my turn. I draw. I know just what I need.
Psycho P, can you pick yourself back up from this duel? That is what I'm talking about. Ripping a Magician's Rod, exactly what you need. Search for a Dark Magician spell or trap, grabbing a circle. Circle, if successfully resolved, we'll look at the top 3 cards of the deck and add a Dark Magician card among those 3 to the hand.
I activate a continuous spell.
Yoink! Grabs a Dark Magician. If that face down card is a navigation, that's exactly what he needed. Tie That Binds, boost up his field by plus 100, since he only controls 1 monster. It's just until the end phase.
I attack your life points directly.
There's no way this is going through. He's going to flip up a navigation. He's got it. He's got it. There's no way he don't got it. Takes the 1,700. He could still have it. He probably just doesn't want to use it yet. Maybe. What does this mean?
Knew you would do that.
Took the hit, then follows up with a navigation afterward.
My trap activates. Watch and learn.
It's time to get navigating.
Monster.
Summon a Dark Magician from the hand and a Dark Spellcaster from the deck. This could also trigger the Rod in the Grave to tribute one of those monsters. With Kaiko on the field, your opponent cannot banish cards from the grave, which means you can't activate Navigation in the Grave to negate a back row card. But if you control the Kaiko, you can use your Navigation to negate. That Navigation will negate whatever that back row card is, unless it is a damage step card. Dark Magic Curtain. Summon a Dark Magician from the deck. Is this it? This will trigger the circle to banish a card in the field.
I activate a continuous spell.
Circle. Banish. The Rod off the field.
Set a card on the
Open field. Active Navigation in the Grave. There's no way out of this.
monster.
Dark Magic. Attack. Lethal. Drizzles is your meta weekly champion with Dark Magician.
Destiny is served.
Whoa. Whoa. Top 32 deck list coming. Top 32 deck type breakdown, full deck type breakdown. Look at that. Check it out. Thunder Dragon's the most played, but not the best performing. Dark Magician, the best performing. Not only the best performing, but was top 2 of the Meta Weekly. So let's start off with second place, Psych OP. Psych OP, very nice 20 card deck. We have a Void Trap Hole. We're looking for the spicy parts, not the core part of the Dark Magician deck. Now, first place, Drizzles. Well, are you surprised that this crazy looking deck is first place? I'm not, because this is built to beat the mirror match. Now, Let's randomly go through the top 32 decks in a random order. Boom. I think this is Destiny Draw. This is a very large 29 card deck. A pointer is bugged at the time of using this. Cyber Style with main decked Necker Valley. This became quite popular. This Necker Valley main deck tech. Dark Magician. I think this is one of the decks that got top 2. We have 25 card Thunder Dragons. Thunder Dragons have just been moved to tier 1. Very good deck. Melody grabbed the Levineer. No Appointer, and well, this is not an Invoker deck. This is a Neos deck. This is a deck that popped up during the KC Cup. Volcanic Shell, add another Volcanic Shell. Because Volcanic Shell adds itself from the deck to the hand while in the grave, you activate it to add another one. That triggers your switcheroo because you lose 500 per activation. So after you lose 1,000, shuffle a shell back in the deck, draw a new card. And because you're plussing, you could play cards that discard like Raigeki Break, Karma Cut, and Divine Wrath. Very good. Spicy Dark Magician. Baggy Sleeves. 30 card deck, Thunder Dragon. Darcio, No Mortal Can Resist. I'm loving it. Shiranui Meta Weekly. Yeah. Got the Ballista Squad, very good. Grittin, 21 cards. I really like the small Thunder Dragon decks. I don't like them too large. I like them small. 21 card, I like it. If you make it work, the smaller the better. Crystons, swapping over to Mako as you see more and more decks not playing Cosmic Cyclone. No Mortal Can Resist. Beautiful, well built. Looks very similar to the KC Cup deck I posted on YouTube. 30 card Baggy Sleeves, Thunder Dragon, Vadra, Sphere Karibo. Works well. Good job, Serenity, with this. More Mythic Depths, more Citadel Whale. Lunalight Furries. This is very similar to a build we're going to be uploading onto YouTube very soon. Optimal Lunalights. Probably already up by the time this comes out. Spell Specialist, 80% chance to open up with a spell as the first card in your hand. You do really want to open up the Gold Sark. Transcendent Crystals, the normal way to play Crystons. Balance, guarantee a monster spell and trap in your opening hand by playing 6 of each, at minimum. Standard Shiranui, Gazuki Tech, very nice. More Dark Magician, lots of Dark Magician. They are all over the place. Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is likely the alternative White Dragon skill. More Crystons. So this is basically the same as the other deck. Level Duplication with Lancia. D-Draw Almond Saber with a Pointer. Dink Dexter with the Dark Magician, very nice. More Appointing. Rip a card, trigger D-Draw, win next turn. Ooh, triple Appointer in a 30 card deck, you are crazy. No Appointer in Almond Sabers. Ooh, system, wait, that's a side deck. Okay, that's not main deck system down. Very good. And the final deck, no Appointer in this build.